Deeply embedded in the American psyche is the idea that colleges and universities provide valuable education and offers the best pathway to realize the American dream. That in order to unlock the successful career, you must spend at least 4 years chasing a college career. Historically, a college career was sought by aspiring professionals who needed specialized education in the fields like medicine, law, and the clergy. The expansion of the college programs have meant that some degrees inevitably have misaligned with professional opportunities, leaving graduates unprepared to enter the workforce. Before college became a universal mandate thrusted upon unwitting 17-year-olds, this idea was perhaps accurate. College was cheap. Jobs were being filled. The students and taxpayers were all but guaranteed a return on investment. That is not the case today. Outdated measures of quality coupled with virtually zero transparency of value has distorted the post-secondary educational market. The results? Families are forced to choose a college without knowing the full price, and government peddles loans without regard to students' ability to repay the principal or its predatory interest. Students and taxpayers are left to navigate an expensive gamble with zero assurance that their bet will pay off. Central to this market is a question of whether colleges can continue to provide value. For decades, we relied on creditors to provide quality assurances by sending the public a signal of which institutions are high quality. Similarly, the federal government has relied on metrics such as the cohort default rate to protect taxpayers' interests, while the states have been tagged to review colleges from a consumer protection lens. Due to the ineffectiveness of these measures, 1/3 of colleges now leave students worse off than if they had never enrolled in the first place. Additionally, taxpayers are asked to write off hundreds of billions of dollars on loans for individuals who make approximately $1 million more than their non-college going peers. The purpose of college still remains. Like every voluntary exchange in the free market, its purpose is to provide value to the consumer. Students pay for tuition, room, and board because they believe the cost today will be offset by a better job and higher salaries down the road. The federal government then subsidizes students' expectations. Unfortunately, the results of this investment have not for decades lived up to the expected returns. This generation has been overwhelmed by economic and social realities of a college degree. The free market did not fail them. Overregulations of input and under-delivery of outcome did. This hearing today seeks to explain why four-year colleges is decreasing increasingly being viewed as the gateway to the American dream for so many students. This committee will also explore solutions for which we recognize is a systemic issue. We need to understand that the devaluation of four-year college experience is only exacerbated by blanket federal bailouts, one-size-fits-all debt relief schemes, and overburdensome regulations. Restoring the value of a college education requires thoughtful structural reform of the Higher Education Act. I believe that there is an opportunity for a bipartisan discussion today. For far too long, the federal government has doled out hundreds of billions of dollars to colleges without any sense of accountability. Presently, public funding and institutional profit is based on the number of seats college fills, not on the student's performance or success. This profit over performance has resulted in many students with more debt and worse outcomes. This antiquated financial structure needs to be realigned so that the college success is linked directly to the student's success. This will involve innovation, funding based on outcomes, not inputs, skin in the game for colleges whose students take out loans. There should be a financial benefit to aiding graduates' educational success, building a career, and repaying their loan. There also should be financial accountability when institutions do not live up to their promise to graduates. Presently, the burden of a student's debt is almost entirely shouldered by the taxpayer and the borrowers. It's time to think of colleges as stakeholders in the student's success versus observers. With a fresh, innovative mindset and willingness for accountability, we can ensure that both students and taxpayers will receive a positive return on investment for their college. It is time that America takes its place on the international stage as the greatest post-secondary educational system in the world. With that, I look forward to the hearing today and yield to the ranking member for an opening statement.